Hello, friends. Good evening to all of you. The topic that is I am going to discuss today is that the India has everybody knows that on 1st December 2022 India got the presidency of G20. G20, the economic just kind of a forum of 20 developed or developing countries. So everybody knows that how many countries are in the G20. You all of know, but I'm also going to tell you how many countries are in the grouping. I'm naming the country. United States, Canada, and European Union plus France and UK. Just use this grouping means G7 countries plus Australia and Turkey, Saudi Arabia, India, and Indonesia, South Africa, Mexico, South Africa, Turkey, yes, Saudi Arabia, Mexico, Indonesia. These countries are in the G20 countries grouping. And as India got the presidency, he have invited many countries as a guest country. I think the 10 countries are there: Bangladesh, Egypt, Mauritius, Netherlands, Nigeria, Oman, Rwanda, Singapore, Spain, and UAE. These countries are playing a big role in India's diplomatic and economic front. So the India took forward to actually invite these developing countries into the grouping. And some participating international organizations are also the guest of this G20 meeting, just like I'm naming ADB, Asian Development Bank, FIFA, FIFA, ILO, International Labour Organization, IMF, Monetary Fund, IOC, Olympic Committee is also into the grouping as a guest country, WTO, WHO, WEF, Economic Forum, OECD, and United Nations General Secretary will also be there, and Islamic Development Bank. These all are the groupings are participatory as a guest into the G20 meeting. So India has actually to set the agenda for G20, India took forward the voice of Global South. Because of Global South, countries are not getting recognition into the G20 meeting. During Global South, I mean the country which is economically poor, have no say into the global agenda. So this is the opportunity for India to call them their agenda for their voices. So India conducted in recently a forum is started, 120 countries to voice of the Global South and get the agenda of these 120 countries. I am naming the agenda, some agenda which is very important, and the Indian Prime Minister actually made today final comments on the grouping agenda. Regional healthcare, education, transport, mobility, people to people connect, climate finance, global supply chains, and connecting infrastructure, bank and finance, vocational training to those 120 countries, and digital health solutions, uh, South-South cooperation, mobility, regional health support, and foreign affairs minister, also trade ministers discussed many aspects. So these areas actually have been discussed into the 120 countries, and they set out their voices, and India is in his presidency incorporating these their 120 countries directions and ideas into their mainstream domain so that their issues can be addressed rightly. So you just see how India is working to increase his political and economic influence. Economic influence, as everybody knows, that world economic indicators presenting that India could be in approximately 20 years one and second, third economically stronger country. So there is a future prospects for India, and particularly India has a many strength as well. Youth, population, and literacy rate is increasing in India. People are cooperating. Cheap labors are there. Market are huge market in there. These are the positive segment sign that India's economy is moving ahead. And moving ahead, I mean there is a future as well. So the friend-shoring concept is coming into the picture. Friend-shoring means a reliable friend which can be friend in difficult time. So there is friend-shoring concepts coming out, and some major countries cooperating with a reliable friend of his or her countries. So the Western countries, as their democratic values, they are finding their reliable partner into the Asian, South Asia, India. India is a stable and democratic nation, and there is economic prospects. Engineer maximum, they have engineer youth population, scientist, and everything what is world needed. We have everything. So there is a prospect. Everybody is those who have the vision and those who can see the future. They are looking towards India. So India has a very huge and good opportunity to exploit these natural resources, human resources. So India rightly employing. The current government is actually making policies and deriving everything what he can. So I am putting forward the recent the first meeting that is going on to develop the infrastructure into the country. So this first meeting is going to be conducted in Pune in 16 to 9th January, 16 to 19th January in 2023. The very first meeting of G20 is going to happen. So let's see what commitment and which way we are heading. I will stay tuned with me, you all, and I will make you aware of development, what is going on in the G20 in India's presidency. Thank you very much.